Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Vobes show. Yes, we're live, finally. Had a few technical hitches here at this end. The studio has been in bits, but we've managed to get live. We're a bit orange. We look like a couple of characters from a heritage thing.
Well, it was either that or the Ice King and Queen from...
Yeah, we
didn't
want to breathe. It's a technical thing to do with the automatic white balance and trying to sort out this camera, and it just didn't do it. Anyway, we are here, ladies and gentlemen, but the question is, are you there? Are you out there, you wonderful people? Well, it looks like you are. It looks like you are, because there you go. Richard Suggett is there, Mark Selwood, Chris Puller, Ian Beddoes, John Berger, Anne Evans, Nigel Sadler, Shirley Ward. Thank you so much for coming along. If I haven't called your name out, I'm so sorry. Slight panic here as wires were being pulled and plugs were being replugged and cameras were being tried out. But anyway, here we are, and it's nice to see you back in the studio.
Yep.
After last week's cooking extravaganza. There we are. We were cooking soup on Monday. We had that lovely Paul Couchman and pumpkin pie. And
on Wednesday, and on Friday
what did we do with him? Oh, it was more pumpkin with Richard Suggett. The lovely Richard Suggett. We did pumpkin
fritters,
risotto, something. I can't remember. Anyway, it was very nice. It was stuff with creamy stuff on the top, and it worked well, and we ate it. And that's all that matters. So there we go. Hello to everybody. Nice to see George Timperley, and also Andy Dalgleish, as well as David Keel and all the regulars. Kevin Hall, I've noticed there. Paul and Suzanne Watts, Robert Crosser from up north, Ireland, and Anne Osborne. Hello, Anne. Lovely to see Anne last week, wasn't it?
Lovely to see Anne.
Now, what have you got in your hand? Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. What is that? A little tickling stick.
Beautiful, beautiful feather. Yes,
that's just because I've hidden the orgasmatron. You've brought in your feather, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where did you get that from?
I got it in a very lovely place.
Oh yeah.
In Biddenden.
In Biddenden, at a farm, was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What kind of farm?
A cattle farm.
Yeah. So that is a peacock feather. At a cattle farm?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. How come you've got a peacock feather at a cattle farm?
Well, our lovely new friend Maury.
Oh, Maury.
Through Adrian.
The Maury that's got a certain calf.
Has peacocks that breed on her farm.
Yes. In today's video, if you haven't seen it, you'll see the lovely Julia with her hand halfway up a cow. Not like James Herriot used to stick his arm halfway up a cow. Not that end. It was the other end. The clean end.
I still wouldn't call it clean per se.
No, that's true.
It was rather mucky and ucky.
Yes, but it was a lovely...
definitely the preferable end.
Yeah, if you're going to go and choose an end, the end without the tail.
The other end's for them to deal with between themselves.
Yes, and if the hey, veterinary, you want to stick your arm up that cow, do you?
Oh, I do. I quite like doing it. It's part of my job.
I wonder if they still do that. Do they still stick an arm up a cow's rear end? Nice.
Sometimes they have to for medical reasons.
What, for the people?
I'm suffering from something. Oh,
you know what you need, don't you?
What's that?
You need to stick your hand up a cow.
Oh, that's better. For medical reasons, I do this. Oh, it feels lovely. My wife won't let me...
Anyway, that's... if you were watching the video, ladies and gentlemen...
No idea why you veered that way.
No,
okay.
Neither do I. If you were watching the video today, you will see that the lovely Julia is actually feeding this beautiful cow. Do we know what it was called?
She doesn't have a name.
I thought she had a name.
I don't think she did. Well, she
George
did. She
or something, wasn't it? George? I can't remember. Maybe if Adrian was there, remember. Anyway, go and watch the video, because the lovely Julia does actually not stick her hand up the cow, but actually does, get to... It's very scatty, wasn't it? It was a very scared little calf, 3 weeks old.
It was understandably scared.
But huge for 3 weeks.
The loss of her mum.
I mean, I've had little pet gerbils before, and after 3 weeks, they're still holdable in your hand. It takes about a month or two before they're that size for a gerbil. But that cow, that was incredible.
Yeah. Well, even as newborns, they're not easily
holdable, but
Are they not
obviously more so.
a little newborn calf? Are they not this big?
No, more
Little
like the size of a
tiny
small,
little... Hello,
well, a medium
little...
dog, I think.
What?
I don't know. I've never seen a brand newborn.
Brand
calf.
new. Yeah, I'm sure they just come out. They lay the egg, don't they?
Yeah, that's what
They
do.
lay the egg, and then
Yeah.
you wait around. The cow sits on the egg for some time, considerable time, about 4 years, and then eventually, when its udders of
Definitely need to get him on the farm more often.
yeah, that's true. And then eventually, you know, the little cow taps away like that, and its little beak comes out, and it goes moo, moo, and out it comes, and it's very nice to see it. And then it struggles about, gets up onto its feet, and says, "I can fly! I can fly!" I'm getting a little bit confused there, I think, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm in the right area, aren't I?
Anyway, so what are the comments saying?
Yes, let's have a look at the comments so far. It says, "You're sharing with Bessie tonight and she has been re-relegated." Yes, that's true. Actually, you can't see it. We haven't got another camera, but Bessie is over there and she is actually taking up quite a space in the studio now. She's quite domineering, peering at us, but I wish you could see her. You can't. But yes, we're a bit orange, and
She's sitting pretty in the corner. She's probably what's giving us this golden glow.
Well, actually, that may be it. It's the glow of Bessie. You know, it's marvellous. Mark Selwood says, "Certainly a golden crisp. I do apologise for that. Bye, lad." Sarah Paul says, "Good evening," which is very nice of her and very laudable. David Carey is also saying hello. Adrian Liggett says there's no name. Oh, I thought it was George, but it's only because my grandson's called George. Linda Kane says, "Has he been on the Happy Juice?" No. Debbie Martin says, "Yes, they do, mostly when carving." Yes, you see, she says they come out of their egg, mostly when carving. My farmer friend doesn't use the long gloves because they're too slippery. Just good old soap and water. Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to remind him?
George Timperley says, "Turn the camera around." We can't actually get to the camera. It's right over there. Which means nothing to you, of course.
Right over there.
It's some distance from us. It's actually in Morrison's, peering through two lots of windows, through a car.
Abandoned in the car park.
Yeah, and a trolley. And I may well be off my trolley. Steve Pilfold says, "Are you on the comments only tonight?" I am actually. We were a bit... I had to reset the studio up this evening, and it's this mad panic to get everything working, and then the white balance wasn't working. It was working, then it wasn't working. I don't know what's happened to it.
Somebody other than me was frantic before the show.
Yes. Pam McIntosh has joined. Robert Crosser says, "Too many Smarties." So apologies for the weird colour, and sorry we're not on the other thing, Steve. So don't worry about cutting and pasting. I haven't even got it sorted up.
But thank you.
But thank you. We do appreciate it, and we will get back to it. Now, we've had a postcard, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a postcard. Now, I have to lean much further forward because the camera is right at the other end of the studio. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. The lovely Julia is going to read it out and find out who it's from. And don't forget, if you want to send us a postcard, you'll be very welcome. And we can put it on our lovely postcard thing at the back. So, lovely Julia, whilst I take a slurp of tea, can you read out the old posty cardy?
I can.
Good.
Hello, Richard. We are out and about in Walter again.
Oh, yeah.
No prizes for guessing who this is from.
Oh, out and about in Walter.
Our journey has taken us to beautiful Cornwall again. Hopefully all is fine and dandy in Worthing. Smiley face. Love and best wishes from Maggie and Robbie. Woof from Dotty.
Ah, Maggie and Robbie. Maggie and Robbie, thank you so much for sending the postcard. That's absolutely lovely. Here we are, lovely Julia. Here is a pin and a board. It's over there. And there's not much space, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're going to send a postcard, send them fast and furious.
Gonna have to put them more tidily, aren't we?
Oh, yes, that's my fault, because I just shoved them up in any old fashion the other day. Do apologise for that. We'll get the... keep looking at the orange cast on us. It's so embarrassing. But there we are. I mean, I'm in the video business as well. And I can't get this domestic... See, the trouble is, it's a domestic video camera that's switched in there. It's Mr. Suggett's fault. I'm going to blame him. I'm going to blame someone. It's your fault, Mr. Suggett. You suggested using it. If I used my little professional camera, it'd been all right. He lies glibly. Anyway, that's neither there or here. Mark Selwood says, I thought the weird colour was my new 4D projector projected on the wall. Yeah, it probably is, actually. This is what's good about being live. if you can call it good. Anyway, so that was from Maggie and Robbie. We've got a video from Maggie and Robbie, as it so happens. Oops. Shall we see it? Yes.
Yes, let's.
Here we are, Maggie and Robbie. They'll tell you where they are and what they're up to.
Good morning, lovely people. We're off out and about in our camper van again. We have travelled all the way from Sun Cove, which is near Land's End, to Shall Island, which is near Barmouth in North Wales. And I am now on the beach with Dottie. We're here at Shall Island. It's a beautiful place. We're next going to Anglesey, but we're not able to leave Shall Island just yet because the road we need to leave on is flooded with the high tide. It's under there somewhere. So it's around 11 o'clock-ish now in the morning, and we'll be able to drive and make our way to Anglesey at around 1 p.m. So we're going to have a walk on the beach. Dottie enjoying the water. But there's something occurring here. Not sure what that's all about. Something brewing. So the causeway is open now and we're off to Anglesey.
Continue for 11 miles.
And there it is, no longer flooded. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing how much that water can just stop you on your journey, especially when you're trying to get to Anglesey, the land of the pagans. Oh, the Druids, wasn't it? It was the Druids that were in Anglesey.
Yeah.
They were very angular shaped, those Druids. They're very big, like right angles, their heads were. Right angles to their bodies. Or at least, that's... who's that weird painter who used to do the watches? Picasso, thanks.
You mean Dali?
Dali. Yeah, he would do the Druids with angular heads hanging off their necks.
Maybe they just had angled views of the sea.
Yeah, there we are. Maybe that's what it is. They had the right angle. Yeah, anyway, so what?
Nothing?
Yes.
Mutter, mutter, mutter.
Mutter, mutter. Anyway, so thank you very much, Maggie. That's marvellous. There are some other videos, but by the time we get round to them, to be honest with you, Maggie, it'd be better to shove them up in the group so everybody can have a look at them. Meanwhile, that we're going to go to the group a bit later on in the show. But first, I want to tell you about something else that's been delivered to the Vobes show headquarters, and I'm not talking about a bomb. It wasn't a bomb. No, it was a package, though, and I was listening to it, seeing if it was ticking, because I need a new alarm clock. However, didn't get one of those. But what I did get was, oh, look, unusual for me, a book. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a book. B-O-O-K.
A book.
Rhymes with nook, or shook, or took, or
Chinook.
chinook, Or anyway, I'll let you work out some more rhymes because I'm sure there are plenty. It's a red book, ladies and gentlemen. This one happens to be a red book. I'm saying that because we've got an orange cast all over us and you may have thought it was turquoise. But anyway, I'll tell you what it's called, shall I? In fact, the lovely Julia's going to tell us what it's called because she's read it this afternoon. She was sitting there in the big armchair in my front room with her feet dangling, you know, as you do. And she said, what can I do? What can I do that's useful in the show today? And I said, well, Julia, just do a bit of research. Read this book and tell me what it's all about because, you know, I'm far too busy over here on the other side of the office twiddling my thumbs because I'd got them all in the wrong order and I had to get them back again, which can be quite complicated.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I've worked out my job on the show.
Oh,
It's
good.
to sit here looking quizzically at you.
Oh, yes, that's true, whilst I have the flappy mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Old English mills and inns.
What?
R. Thurston Hopkins.
oh, not the old R. Thurston Hopkins version of Old Hills, Mills and...
Old English mills and inns.
Yes. Now, what is it about? I wonder, lovely
It's
Julia.
about old English mills and inns.
Now, what's interesting about this, printed in 1927, and it's, be careful with it, it's a first edition, ladies and gentlemen, so it's probably going to be worth something if I keep it.
Star in Rusper. I don't know if you probably can't see that.
Now, although it says Old English, mills and inns, it's actually about Sussex. But there's no giveaway on the cover that it's about Sussex, which is quite weird because I thought, I wonder where these all are. But they are all in Sussex. It's very delightful. What's that one?
Shiremark Mill.
Oh, Shiremark Mill.
Note wagon roof cupola.
Yes, do note that cupola. It's very nice, the wagon mill roof thing.
There you go.
Anyway,
Have a
yeah,
look.
no, it's absolutely delightful, but it's the delightful language you see. I do like these old books that are printed in the 1920s and 30s. It's the lovely language that they have. For example, he says, I've opened this completely at random. It says, I've only been able to trace one hammer forge which still stands in the original state, and that one is not in Sussex. Probably this is the only one now in existence, and it may be found in the village of Dalston in Cumberland. It's very similar to the drawing on page 48 that dates from the 1760s. And if you didn't look at page 70, you're in trouble. But look, it's got drinking songs and customs. And here's an old Sussex drinking song. It goes, oh, for a wench, I deal in faces and in other daintier things. Tickled am I with her embraces, fine dancing in such fairy rings. I don't know what the tune is, obviously. Do you want to have a go?
Oh, for a plump fat leg of mutton, veal, lamb, capon, pig and coney. None is happy but a glutton, none an ass but who wants money or money.
Yes, it's like, what does that rhyme? More drinking song. I'm no good at these reading on the... Benighted travellers now lost their way. Whom will-o'-the-wisp bewitches? About he leads them astray, through bogs, through hedges and ditches. Hark, hark! The cloister bell is rung. Alas, the midnight dirge is sung. Let 'em ring, whilst we spend the night in love and in laughter. When night is gone, oh then too soon, the discords and the cares of day come after. Obviously just reading that. Anyway, it's full of old songs, and we're going to set those to music, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to record a video. It'll be an hour long of the lovely Julia and I singing old Sussex ballads and songs, and we'll be dancing in shepherd's frocks. That may not happen. Just so you know, that was a joke. That was a joke. No, don't start going to the baldexplorer.com website and ordering the video, because it's not available. It won't be available. It's not happening. Thank you very much. Elaine Brazer, who sent me that book. Thank you, Elaine.
It's a lovely book.
It's a lovely book. It's a first edition. I'm waiting for it. Now, if you've got an old book around Sussex, Kent, Hampshire, any of those sort of things that you no longer need, send them in to us and we'll send it up. We'll talk about it on the show. It'll be absolutely lovely. So there we go. There's the Bear Inn in Horsham Causeway. We've been in there. That's now Bill's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we've had a meal in there.
Didn't recall that pretty turrety thing at the top.
No, it had a pretty turrety thing.
I have to look closer next time.
You will.
It must have been the unicorns on the front that
Yes,
distracted
that's
me
right.
every time.
Every time.
go anywhere near it. It's like, ooh.
Now, the lovely Julia has a game to play in today's show. Lovely
Yes.
game. So, whilst you're doing that, just sorting out whatever it is you've got to sort out, I'm just going to quickly read. Emily Champion says, sorry for not reading the comments today.
I've got a dreaded pile of marking to do. Just listening.
Oh, right. Oh, fair dues. It had me confused then, but that you not reading them out. I thought she meant she was going to read them out. Mark Selwood says, a Chinook. I like yours, Julia.
That was the rhyming thing you were doing.
Oh, I see. Yes, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
Can you read to us every night, Julia?
Oh, bedtime story. I meant to bring something to do that, but
Bedtime story.
Brain.
No singing on Saturday, please. CGI can make
Oh.
that video happen, says John Berger. Yes, I bet it can.
go for it.
Go for it. Maya says... What does she say?
She says, I say definitely singing. It's good for the soul.
Good for the soul!
In some cases, I'd agree with you, Maya.
In others, perhaps not.
But
Thanks. Talking about drink, I have a large glass of wine that has to be drunk as it will not keep till the weekend. I raise it to Paul for his birthday.
Indeed, happy birthday, Paul.
Paul who? That yeah, Paul. Happy birthday, Paul. Paul
Watts, isn't it?
Couchman? No. Paul Hine?
I can no longer remember because it's gone zip right out of my memory since you asked.
Paul. Whichever Paul of you is out there who's feeling poorly.
Well, if we catch up with the comments.
Whose birthday? And the lovely Eric is there. I was speaking to Eric on the phone only earlier today, who was telling me, Richard, I have lots of ideas for your show. I have a great idea. Why don't you have an iron and see how long the iron will sit on a piece of newspaper until it catches fire? Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, thanks, Eric. That was a great idea.
Do you know?
What?
Of all the impressions you do, it's not one of your best.
It's not one of my...
No.
No. I'm sorry. Not one of my best. Never mind.
Paul,
Hello, Richard. Kevin here.
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's good.
Thanks very much. Anyway, George Timperley says only 5 more days to the group meet up. Yes, you've got to cross that more somehow. That MOOR, the more days. Lovely to see you there. Paul Watts, says Paul Suzanne Watts. Is it his birthday? Paul, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
Ah.
So there we are. That's that then. So now, lovely Julia has a game she's been itching to play on the show for a few weeks now. And we're going to play that game.
Yes.
Doctors and... Oh, no, it wasn't that game. No, there was a different... Sorry, not that game. Different game.
No. Which script you're reading from?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've got the late night script for the other channel.
Yeah, the After the Watershed.
Yes, that's it. Sorry, that's you don't get to see that one. You have to be a patron to get to see that show. And you have to be a very special patron. You have to
Very
be one
dang
with
special.
it's good imagination.
CGI?
Yes, CGI.
Right, where are we? The game. So
Yes, the game.
we've got to think of a celebrity and to write on each other's heads.
Oh yes, what's the game called? Celebrity on your head game.
There's various different things people call it.
So we think of somebody famous, somebody well known. You know this game. We thought we'd try a few parlour games in the show, just for laugh. And so we write a name of somebody famous. Each of us are going to stick it on our heads and we've got to guess who it is, okay? Now, we were trying to work out how we can do this with you guys, because obviously it'd be far better if you were to suggest the celebrity. However, and then we had to guess who it was. But we can't see your heads. And also, if you were to put the thing in the what's it, we would see it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we can kind of... I don't know if we're going to be able to read our own words off our
oh yes,
heads.
we're going to be. Oh, well, I can change the screen so we can't see that.
Yeah, we won't be able to see the comments either.
We won't be able to see the comments. No. So this game, this may not work.
I don't know
ladies and
if this is going to work. Someone suggested it a couple of weeks back.
What if one of us has our eyes shut? The one who's guessing, then he won't see the screen.
No, but we're both supposed to have one on the head.
What, at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Well, I suppose when we're looking, we just cover it up. to have a look at the screen.
Yes.
Does that make sense? I just said, does that make sense?
Does it
Apparently
make sense?
Anyway, apparently they say that a lot.
Okay, so, well, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Let's just try it. So, you're going to write a famous name. Do I get a piece of paper?
Yes, you do. Here, have that one.
Oh, right. This one's got Eric Ubel on it.
What, a unicorn?
Oh, we should do it with one of the people, not a famous person, we should do it with one of the people in the thing.
I just thought of a name, but okay, if you want.
Well, I'm just saying, because then it makes it more personal, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, but it also makes it very difficult to try and describe that person when they could be watching.
Oh, yes, especially if we don't know, if we've never met them.
Well, yeah.
Yes, he's bald, he's got glasses, he goes around with a video camera. Who can it be?
Right.
I don't know. Who could that be? These sounds a very dashing young man.
I've got an idea.
Oh, okay. Now I've got to think of somebody that you might know, haven't I?
Yes, that's the thing.
That's the hard thing, because obviously there's I'm old enough to be a granddad. So let me think.
Not quite.
Uncle Tom Cobley. No, that's no good. Who shall I have? Can it be a fictional character, or can it be a real person?
Preferably not. I'd rather a real person. I've chosen a real person for you.
Right. Okay.
I mean, unless we,
And it like an actor.
Yeah, actor.
Candlestick maker.
They're prominent in society and
Prominent,
their name is well known. Then
Oh yes.
Sure.
What's the name of the Prime Minister? Roger Schmidl. Oh no, Roger Schmidl. He's not a member of the cabinet at all. Yeah.
And no fictional made-up names.
No.
Like off the top of your head, right this second.
No, but not too obscure. It's actually
Preferably not too obscure, yeah.
Yes, because otherwise you won't get it. This is
regretting
hard.
this already.
This is harder than it thinks. Who shall I do? Part of a Cornish mine explorer group. Yes, that's a good one. Martin Snow. No, I can't put Martin Snow on. Wait, I'm trying to think. Who do you know that I know? Talk amongst yourselves.
This is going to be really awkward. I am never going to guess what he puts on my head.
Well, this is the thing. I've got to try and think. Who would you know that I can't?
Well, I've already...
Shall I do the first one then? And I might think of one. If you stick that on my head and I do the guessing, how about that?
Okay.
Because I at the moment I can't quite think. So there we are. Because if it comes up there, it'll be backwards.
Will it?
Yeah, I promise I won't look at the screen. I'll have to be blindfolded.
Hang on. I've got an idea.
Actually, look. No, it's easy. I'll take my glasses off.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can just do that as well.
Oh, yes. Now I can't see the screen.
Well, now you can't...
I can't see me on the
Can't
screen.
see you
'cause
on the
you've
screen,
yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Just to be
so...
sure...
am I male?
Yes.
Yes! I'm male! Am I... Oh, now I've thought of one. I suddenly thought of one. What's his name?
I don't know.
Yeah,
what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name? He...
Don't be thinking of clues and
No, all right.
saying
then.
that because you're going to be giving me clues.
I know. Okay, so I'm male. Am I alive?
No.
Oh, I'm dead.
You're coming off as well. Hang on.
And can they see it? Do you think they can see it? Yeah, look, if I lean over there, I can't see that.
Okay.
Yeah?
It's not caught up yet, so I don't know.
Okay, well, I won't look. I'm not looking at the thing.
Yep, okay, that's visible.
They can see it?
They can see
Yeah.
that.
Tell me when I can look back.
I'm trying to wait for you to sit down again in the screen so I can cover your face back up. Wait. Go on, sit down. Go on, sit down. There you go. That should do it. Okay.
Right, okay.
Right.
Cool.
Sorry about that.
So, sorry about that. I hope this is entertaining, even if the game is not really working as it should. Yeah, I thought of... don't look now for a minute, because I'm going to write one. Da-de-da.
Do you want to use that?
Well...
Because I just thought it'd be more visible to the camera.
I've spelt this wrong. And
What's new?
What?
Nothing.
Now, don't you look at the camera.
Okay, you're going to have to cover my face up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And...
So we're covering the face.
I know that.
You wouldn't believe how stupid this is. We put stickers on the screen over where our heads
picture
are.
just to show people later.
Yeah.
Just because.
It's a sixth form. Can read it, but don't recognise.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. Is it Dean Cooper? Says Dean Cooper. No, I nearly looked at you then, but I didn't. That was lucky. Don't look at me.
What, you know what's on my head.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I know what yours says.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes, you do.
extraordinary. Right, okay, so I've asked you 2 questions. You've got to ask me 2 questions.
Okay, right, quick picture. Pachoon.
It looks like we've got great big bags over
Yeah,
our
that's
eyes.
funny. That's funny.
Right.
Anywho,
Okay.
So am I dead?
I don't think so, no. You are alive, as far as I know.
Okay. Oh, wait, did you say you've asked 2 questions? What 2 questions?
I asked, are you male, and am I dead?
Oh, yeah, true. Am I female?
No.
Okay. Can't see mine. Got a mic in my way. Can you see it now? I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. No idea. Don't look at the screen because it'll come up.
Ha! Nearly looked. Is it gone?
Yeah,
yet?
they can just about make that out. And I know I've spelt it wrong. But anyway. Okay, my go. So I'm a dead person. Am I an actor?
No.
Ooh. How many, do I get 2 questions?
Well, should we just go one question?
Okay, you'll go.
Okay, so I'm alive and I'm male.
You are, yes.
Okay, am I an entertainer?
Yes, I suppose so.
Okay. Your turn.
All right. Am I a politician?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
I'm not an actor. I'm not a politician.
No.
Okay, you'll go.
Right, so I'm alive, I'm male. I'm kind of an entertainer. Okay, do I sing?
No.
Okay.
I haven't heard you sing.
Okay.
That's not to say you haven't sung, but you don't. That's not your main thing.
Okay.
Am I a writer?
Yes,
Oh, right.
of sorts.
Oh, right.
You have a book.
Oh, I have a book.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's interesting. So, you'll go then. And I'm dead.
So I don't sing that you know of.
No.
So am I an actor? Oh no, yeah. Am I an actor?
Yes. Well, yes, you are
Okay, I'm an actor.
an actor. Broadly.
Broadly.
Well,
All
you
right,
act.
okay.
You act. You do act.
Okay. This is a good yes and no answer.
Yes. Sorry, it's vaguely.
I don't know.
yes and
It's
no.
all right. I'm not complaining.
No. Okay, so I'm dead, and I have a book, but I'm not a politician, and I'm not an actor. Am I a singer?
No,
Okay. Why do you look at me like that?
because I just saw Mark Selwood's comment. Richard would never guess who is on his head. I don't know who they are. Oh, he should guess who's there. He really should.
You don't know who they are. Am I a number of people?
Well, no, they.
Oh, they don't know. We have no. I've absolutely
Well,
no
he
idea.
said they just in case he
right.
gave anything away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I've managed
probably.
now to complete my tax return, and I'm wondering what the cluck is
What the fuck is going on here?
Yes, sorry about that. Difficult to see on
Not
the
a
phone
great
screen.
deal.
Oh, okay. So yeah, well, you're as vague as I am. Then, if you can't see what it is, I'm so sorry. I should have had a secret way of putting the
Not
message.
looking. Don't know if you can see mine.
I'm not looking. Oh well, I know
You
what
can
yours
see
is.
what's
yes,
on
now
mine.
I'm getting confused.
It's not
Right, whose
Difficult.
go is it?
for me. Oh, good question.
Yours.
I think it's mine.
Yes.
Do I dance?
Badly.
Oh,
I mean,
Okay.
not really.
all right. Okay.
But you probably have danced. Yes, you've danced in things, sort of.
Oh goodness, I hope I know who this is.
Um,
All right.
Okay, I'm still trying to work out. So I'm not a singer. Am I a novelist?
No.
No, I'm not a novelist. So that's the writer thing. Can I ask another question?
Go on then. Yes, let's
Because-
try and get this.
I'm not a politician. What could I? I'm not. Am I a sports person?
No.
Ah, not a sports person. Right. That's good, because I don't know any names of sports people.
I thought this was a good idea.
I'm playing this to the bitter end now. Go on.
Okay. So I'm not Charlie Chaplin.
No,
Okay.
you're alive.
Oh yeah.
Charlie
alive.
Chaplin's dead.
I don't know why I thought.
So was I on the television?
No.
No,
I don't know why I had to think about.
not on the television.
No.
Not television.
No, by a long shot.
Right, and I'm right, age. Okay. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Wait.
Waiting.
Can I ask another question?
Crack on.
Am I royalty?
No.
Oh, not a king or a queen or anything. Oh,
Sorry.
No. Okay, you'll go.
It's someone I look up to,
Oh,
very much so. I didn't see that. That was good.
Okay. Somebody you look up to.
Yep.
Oh,
Both in real life and on your forehead. Haha.
okay.
Mark Selwood reckons I'm too young to guess mine.
Yes, he might. Well, this is the trouble. How are we doing on time? Have we nearly ended the show? Yeah, we better go and do the gallery. Should
Yes,
we call
okay.
it a
No, let's just leave them as they are for a moment.
leave them as they are?
Yeah.
Well, how do I do the gallery now?
Because I can still read the thingies. And
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's only...
So, ladies and gentlemen, the game is going really well. Do tune again next week when we are going to get an iron and see how long it takes for the iron to set light to a piece of newspaper. The week after that, we're going to get a piece of salami, and we're going to iron the salami and see how long it takes for the iron to set light. Richard, I've got a great idea. Let's do the gallery. Nothing. Oh wait, the music. I guess the
Can't hear
music's
it.
going. Yes, I can't. The music's going. We can't hear it. My headphones aren't plugged in. Right. Okay.
It's done.
Anyway, so here's the gallery, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot that the thing was not plugged in. So here we go. Here is a picture. This is almost like a mystery picture. What's in the picture? Because now we can see who we are, can't we, up there?
Oh, well, that's because I moved them over there. But if I move them back here, but I can't see
I
the
can't
description.
read it. Yeah, no,
I
I can't read it.
see the descriptions of the images that I've
Oh, right.
painstakingly done.
Oh, yeah. So here we
My
go.
apologies. This gallery is actually about a week old now.
Yeah, it's quite old.
It didn't get used last week. But this is from Wendy Wakelin, and they were on their way home some Saturday, can't remember which, must have been
Yeah.
last Saturday, with Victoria, heading from West Sussex back to Hampshire.
Oh, yeah.
This picture is of Lloyd topping up Victoria's oil, taken just outside Midhurst with beautiful South Downs in the background.
Ah, how lovely is that?
Happy birthday, Victoria.
How old is Victoria now?
130 something, I'm sure. I can't remember exactly because I've got a brain like a fish.
It's a nice fish, though. Okay, here we go. What's this
one,
picture of?
I can't see because... is it from... Oh, that one. Ah, yes, this is Brendan Potts, a photo of the most complete mosaic at Fishbourne Roman Palace.
Oh, Marv. Thank you very much, Brendan. It's good to see you out there, by the way.
Yeah.
Who's this?
This is from David Carey.
Yep.
Heckington, Lincolnshire.
Where the heck is that?
Where the Heckington... Yeah, anyway. Unique 8-sailed windmill, completely restored and working. Last remaining in Britain and probably the world.
Wow. 8 sails.
That's
Gosh.
beautiful, isn't it?
That's very nice. And it's very tall as well.
Incredibly so. It's like
you can't-
7 stories, I think.
You can't really see it in that picture so much, but on the original, it's far better. Now, this is a nice one. What's this
Beautiful.
one?
This one is from Graham Whittington, Hunger's Lane to Coltishore Mill in Petworth.
Oh,
That's a very much a Holloway, isn't it?
Yes,
One that's been
I've
traversed
been-
for so many years that it's...
I've been down that way.
Have you?
It's an old smuggler's route, that one, if I
Oh,
remember
is
rightly.
it?
Oh, are those
who'd have-
smugglers there? They come in there and there's
Who'd have done it? Who'd have done it?
They up there and then they round, see? Anyway,
So this one is
hello.
from...
Thank you for joining me.
Yep, it's from Henry David Allen. A visit to the plantation... Did I
Garden.
read that right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Plantation Garden, Norwich.
In Norwich. Oh, it's a very nice plantation garden in
Is
Norwich.
it a Dalmatian plantation?
It is a Dalmatian plantation. Dalmatian.
Should be.
Yeah. Now, what about this old sign? This looks like it's from the outback in Australia. But is it?
Yeah, not quite. This
Oh.
is from Mark English. He says, that moment after 30 years when you can tick off another bucket list destination. Key West. I think I love you.
I never quite understand why it's called a bucket list, but never mind.
Something to do before you kick it.
Oh, yeah, okay, clever. That's very good, like it. This one, bit crooked, but what is it?
If I can catch up with myself. This is from Matthew Holdsworth.
Oh, Matthew.
Yep, he visited a medieval undercroft in Reigate. It's only open once a year and is underneath a modern office block.
Oh, wow. No computers in there and no printing press. I don't know quite why you would want to have a printing press in there, but it was under an office. So, now, where is this and who's this from?
This is from Maya.
Oh, Maya.
Maya Ullman Harwood. This is the Coronation Stone in Kingston upon Thames, an ancient
Yeah.
an ancient Sarsen stone block believed to be the site of the coronation of the seven Anglo kings.
Oh, the Anglo-Saxon kings. Marv. There we are. Nearly at the end of these. Coming up, the penultimate one here.
This is from Pam. Teeth in again. Pam
Earnshaw.
Earnshaw from Littlehampton. Lovely, she said.
Yeah, lovely sky.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's very nice. And finally, ladies and gentlemen...
Last but not least is Steve Vane, the result of a lovely walk through the fields of Biddenden with the dog and my daughter. Blackberries were in abundance and a few apples.
Oh, love. So, there we are. Now we're going
Lee.
back to us. Yeah, lovely, sorry. But here we go. Bang. Now, I'm moving back so I don't see my name.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you very much for that.
could
The
just
lovely... Oh, wait. Yeah, but the
Switch
thing
the
is we're
screen
going back
together.
to... Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
we
Oh,
don't
I see
actually
what you
need
mean.
those over there.
So there we are. Dave Henry is there. He says that there will be one of my videos from the plantation garden coming up in the future. That would be fantastic. Thanks very much, David. Looking forward to that. Nikki Jess has joined, by the way. Steve Polfold, before you kick the bucket, thank you. Yes, I kept thinking it was you'd write the little things that you were going to do and put them in a bucket and pull them out like in a hat, and so you did them at random. That's what my thought. I've never quite understood it, but now I do.
I like your thinking, but nope.
Mark Selwood says this is pretty fascinating. The coronation stone of a Saxon king. I'm glad you think so. Maya says, "Ooh, I made it to the gallery. My life is complete. Thank you so much."
You're very welcome, Maya.
Julia, there we
You
are.
put up something really, really cool. Of course it went on.
So that's really cool. Right, now back to this game. We're going to get to the end of this sodding game if it kills us. I still have no idea who I am. I will ask another... Shall I go first with
go on
another
then.
question? I'm not a king. Am I Jesus?
No.
Oh. I should have asked if I was a religious person. Am I a religious person? 'Cause I was thinking like, a book. Jesus has got his book. The Holy Bibbly.
He was pretty religious, yes.
Holy Bibbly.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
He had a strong connection to a church.
And I noticed when I was reading Holly Bibley, she doesn't actually appear in the story anywhere at all. This lovely young lady called Holly Bibley.
I'm having to
Afraid that's
thump my head
a
on.
Berkesway joke there, borrowed.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying not to lose my post-it.
Right, it's your go.
My go.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm alive still.
Yes,
I'm male.
yes.
I'm an entertainer.
Kind
Don't
of
sing.
an entertainer. More of a comedian.
Okay. Am I Richard Vobes?
No.
Okay. Well, that was my guess. Okay.
Oh, was it your guess?
For now. Go on,
Okay.
then crack on.
I've got a book. I'm not any of those things. I've not been on television. I'm dead. Was I alive in the 20th century?
No.
Was I alive before then?
Yeah.
Am I ancient?
No.
I'm not Plato or someone like
No.
that. No. What about Disho? Cuppo? Sorcero?
Remember,
Spoono? Knifeo? Plato? Get it?
I get there you go for targets.
Okay, you'll go. Don't forget, this Saturday on the 22nd of July 2004, it's the Great Meetup. That might be this Saturday, the 22nd of September 2018. The Great Meetup, ladies and gentlemen, in Liss. We're going to meet up with the lovely Wendy Wakelin and Victoria, the Empress of Cyprus. India, in fact. Am I Wendy Wakelin, the Empress of Cyprus?
Wendy Wakelin.
Am I the Victorian engine?
No, because you're male
Oh, yes, I'm male, that's true.
and you've got a strong link to a church. And
Oh, I've got a strong link to... But,
yeah, I did give you that one, but you didn't seem to pick it up, so I thought I'd reiterate that.
Am I a priest?
No.
Oh. Anyway, it's your go.
My go. I think I need a clue.
Okay, a clue. Let me think of a clue. Right, okay.
Can we have a quick look at the comments?
Oh, yeah.
Carefully, just in case they accidentally give anything.
Here we are.
Oh, no.
You're going to read them out?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get what it was. Don't know. All right. Just trying to make sense of that.
Nikki Jess saying hello. Let's face it, we all want Julia to win.
Said Steve Pilfold.
Thanks. Dean Cooper says James Bond writer.
James Bond writer.
He wrote more than one book, didn't he? Ian Fleming, you're talking about. Right, a clue for you. He's a comedy actor. Appeared on the television, particularly in the 80s and 90s, was very much his era. And he started off not on the news,
Okay.
not at 9 o'clock, not being very serious. And then he went on to do a particular character that made 2 films. I think there were 2 films. And didn't talk very much.
I think I was living in Saudi when he was prolific.
Ah, yeah, that's true. You probably weren't in the country. Probably have no idea. If you can imagine...
Steve, yeah, you just confirmed the thought that I was thinking that I didn't want to say because I didn't want to sound completely ridiculous. So, yeah, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Rowan Atkinson,
Do you
is
ask
it-
if the character has tied an armchair to the top of a Mini? I don't know, actually. Did he do that?
Well, I know Rowan Atkinson did. Yeah.
Ah! Rowan Atkinson! Rowan Atkinson, there we go. Well done. Yes! Hey!
I think I'm just about coming back into orbit around Earth.
You're right.
Yeah, suddenly really hot. Ooh, what's that smell? I think I just need to go change my pants.
Oh dear, yeah. What is
Oh,
that smell?
okay.
Yes, Rowan Atkinson. Marvellous. So now it's only me to go. In the closing minutes of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, does that really make you just...
Yeah!
I didn't realise you were that brittle.
Oh, no, it's just,
Ah, yes!
it was very loud.
It was loud. Sorry about that. I do apologise. It was quite funny, though. Now, right. So, I'm a dead religious person. Am I? And I'm human, am I? I'm not...
You have lots of close connections to nature. You.
I can't be a tree.
No.
Right. Somebody who did something to do with yew trees.
He had a close connection to one, yes. A yew tree and a church.
And I would know who it is?
And he was a lifelong bachelor. Yes, you will know who it is.
Okay. It's not Norman Wisdom, then.
No.
No,
He,
lifelong bachelor.
he accrued lots of little parcels of land over his lifetime and ended up making a nice little patch for himself.
The Cabbage Patch Children. No.
I really want to just tell you now.
No. You've got to let. He got lots of different land.
Lots of little parcels of land, which
Yeah. Is he like part of the National Trust or the English Heritage or one of those lot?
You're along the right lines going that
Is he
way.
famous?
He should be more famous.
Oh right. And he's got one book.
We've done a video on him.
Gilbert White.
Yes! Oh.
We done a video on it. I thought, well, who the hell can I? Yeah, Gilbert White. Ah, there we go. Is it Gilbert White? Ladies and gentlemen, undefeated. Easy. That was so easy. Rematch. Oh. Well, there we are, ladies and
Sorry to
gentlemen.
take these off now.
We can take them off the screen. Oh, marvellous. If you've got a game that you think that we can play on the show, do let us know. Send an email to richard@vobes.com and we will consider it. We'll bung it in a bag and we'll see. If you think that you've got a little whizzy thing, thing like an iron, which could heat up and go on a newspaper and wait until it smokes, or better, can you match that? We would love to hear from you. That would be absolutely fantastic. At last, says Paul. Yes. Phew! Isn't black sorry? Kevin Hall. Hello, Richard. Isn't black sorry?
Richard, he is black. Sorry. Isn't black sorry?
Isn't black sorry?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Dean Cooper says, my screen froze. You will never know now, Dean, what it was. So there we are. Great. Richard, where is the steam iron, says Ella's Beehive. If anyone would like to donate a steam iron, we will put things in it and see how long it takes for them to dismantle. If anyone happens to have got a fridge they no longer want, we will put things in it and see how long it takes for them to decompose. We will do some crazy things because Eric has suggested that we ought to. However, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of today's show.
If we're going to do that, we could do the whole, you get a fast food burger, put it in a food bag, and a more freshly made one, and do the comparison like that.
What we should do is suspend some bags, see-through bags, in the studio and get, as you say, like a fast food burger. That's a good idea. Shove it in the bag and then leave it there for weeks.
What we should do is put a tight rope across here and a big swingy thing and some sash.
Yeah. And dangle these things and we can look at them. We can put things in and see which rots the quickest. That would be good, wouldn't it? We should do something a bit fruity. Well, not fruity. Something a bit weird and wonderful and daring and mad and wacky even on the show. We're pushing the boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're not really, but we could pretend to, couldn't we? We need to do something a bit more. We need to...
Oh,
we've just
weird.
We just had a moment where the screen went weird. It went black. Richard Sugget has fridges. Yes, the thing is, if it's in a fridge, however, it'll take longer and longer, innit?
Well, yeah, that's what the point is.
I think if we have it exposed, we just somehow rig up a thing that we can pull them down and go, look at the burger today, and we'll have a burger cam. We're not talking about John Burger, by the way. He's probably got his own cam. But, and a bit of cheese. See how long a bit of cheese takes before it's covered in mould.
I remember in infant school, in fact, we were all given like a half a tomato each and to put it under a little bowl on a plate. And we had to watch them degrade and draw them and make notes on them every day for 5 days. I think it was 2 weeks, actually. That was really interesting. It was.
God, you had to sit there for 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 whole weeks. Didn't take your eyes off it. No, if you took your eyes off it, it's crack with a whip. Mm-hmm. Them were the hard days. Them were the days,
school. Yeah, you didn't have smartphones and tablets and all of that to distract you. You could look at a tomato and go, I think there's a tiny little amoeba of something growing on the side of it. Oh, it's a tree. Blimey, I've been looking at this for hundreds of years and I've just realised a big old oak tree.
Lovely. There are other ideas though, for example, you get 3 sandwich bags and 3 bits of bread. You can handle one of them with unwashed hands, handle another one with washed hands, and then something like that. And then see which one gets mouldy first.
Ella's Beehive says that you'll need plenty of fruit fly traps. Tongue twisters. There we should. Has anybody got any very good, exciting, and rip-roaringly entertaining tongue twisters? That would be quite fun. Are we dumbing down now? Mark Selwood says. The answer is yes. We've been told to dumb down. I had a letter from a gentleman only this morning that said, Dear Richard, your television, your video webcam show is far too highbrow for my family. We've been raised on fish and chips and things like that.
Think quicker.
Think quicker, yes, sorry. And we would like you to dumb down the programme. It's far too intellectual for us and our simple ways. Please, can you think of something far more amusing to put on the paper because you're just reading that, P.S. There isn't a P.S. at all. You are just biding your time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm praying that's the end of the show. It is. It's 9 o'clock. Thank God for that. So there we are. We haven't been in the studio for a week. This is what happens. We've lost the thread. We've gone orange. We've gone off the plot. It's all a bit mad.
Monday madness.
Monday madness coming up. Now, we won't be able to hear this, but you will because you're cleverer than I.
But when you hear this music...
Yes. Sorry. When you hear that music, where is it?
Don't know.
I assume you can hear it. Hold on. No idea. Yes, you can hear it. We can't hear a thing.
Not a pip.
But I know it's going out. So when you hear that music, ladies and gentlemen, it's been absolute interesting to have entertained you this evening. I hope it's been interesting. I hope it's been fun. I hope it's, it's not an hour of your life you'll never get back again. It's an hour of our life that we've lost forever. But we will be back. Well, one of us will be back, and it'll mainly be Julia on Wednesday. I'm not coming back. I've had enough. And be back on Wednesday. So tune in, 8 o'clock. We'll think of something. We'll try and fix the camera, and we won't be orange. We'll be all purple. We'll have a purple haze.
Yep.
But until that time, thank you so much for watching. Take care, one and all.
Bye for now.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye.